Luggage is an essential part of travel, but carrying it around can quickly become a heavy burden. Japan has one of the busiest train systems in the world. After landing from a long flight, reaching your destination often means passing through complex train stations with many gates and climbing countless stairs. Wouldn't you rather be liberated from those heavy bags and make your journey as comfortable as possible? In this video, I have put together a comprehensive guide to Japan's delivery infrastructure, designed specifically to lighten your load during your travels. We will cover the best location to ship from, how long it actually takes for your bags to arrive, a clear breakdown of the cost, and critically, exactly what you should keep with you. Furthermore, there is one more vital point. Even with the same delivery service, prices can vary significantly depending on the time and location you choose. Simply knowing these differences can help you avoid unnecessary expenses. If you value both your time and your money, make sure to watch until the very end. In Japan, there are three primary delivery infrastructures. They are not just shipping companies. They are tools that should be selected based on the specific objectives of your trip. First, Yamato Transport, Takkyubin. This is the most popular service in Japan, essentially the logistics standard. You can easily recognize them by their black cat logo. Not only do they have service centers everywhere, but they also offer 24-hour drop-off at convenience stores like 7-Eleven and Family Mart. Second, Sagawa Express. The defining feature of Sagawa is its incredibly strong hub-based services at major stations. They maintain service counters in massive terminals like Tokyo, Shinjuku, and Kyoto stations. They don't just ship luggage. They also provide temporary luggage storage, making them a key strategic point for transit. Third, Japan Post, JUPEC. Primarily a state-owned enterprise, Japan Post is characterized by its vast network that reaches even the most remote areas. This makes them exceptionally strong for reaching the Japanese countryside. In terms of convenience stores, Lawson is partnered with Japan Post. Additionally, because they are part of the national postal infrastructure, they are highly reliable for international shipping. All of these are well-established companies deeply trusted in Japan. Most importantly, their reliability is extraordinary. Barring major disasters or severe accidents like heavy blizzards, your luggage will arrive exactly at the date and time you specified. This incredible punctuality is the primary reason why we as planners can confidently integrate delivery into your travel blueprint. Next, let's get into the practical side. How to actually send your bags. While Japan's delivery system is highly streamlined, the process can vary slightly depending on your location. First, your first move from the airport arrival hall. If you want to start sightseeing immediately or have multiple transfers like the Shinkansen ahead of you, look for the hands-free travel counters. Major airports like Narita and Haneda always have dedicated counters for JAL ABC and Yamato Transport in the arrival hall. Just tell them I'd like to send this to my hotel, and you'll be instantly liberated from your heavy suitcases. If you need help finding these counters, I've included links to my airport-specific guide videos in the description box below. Second, shipping in the city, hotels, convenience stores, and stations. During your stay, the smartest way is to ship directly from your hotel's front desk. It's the most seamless option because you can simply drop off your bags when you check out. No need to drag them through the streets. If you pick up a waybill shipping form the night before and fill it out in your room, all you have to do is hand it over the next morning. If your accommodation doesn't offer delivery services, utilize nearby convenience stores or service centers. For Yamato, look for 7-Eleven or Family Mart. For Japan Post, head to Lawson. You'll also find delivery counters at major stations like Tokyo, Shinjuku, Osaka, and Kyoto. If there isn't a convenience store near your hotel, heading to one of these stations might be a smoother choice. I've also linked my terminal station guide videos in the description box for your reference. Third, fill out the waybill and protests. On the waybill, you'll need to provide the recipient's zip code, address, name, and phone number. Here is a crucial tip. In the name field, don't just write the hotel name. Write your reservation name right next to it. If the name doesn't match the hotel's guest list, they might refuse the delivery. Adding your check-in date makes the process even more foolproof. Additionally, be specific in the descriptions of contents field. Use terms like clothes or shoes rather than vague phrases like daily items, which can lead to delays during your security inspections. Once you fill it out, tell the staff your preferred delivery date and time and pay the fee. Most counters accept IC cards like Suica or Pasmo and credit cards. Finally, make sure to keep the customer copy receipt. If your luggage doesn't arrive as expected, the receipt is the only way to track it down. The golden rule of payment. Finally, let's discuss the most crucial rule, payment. In Japan, there are two types of shipping: cash on delivery, jakubarai, and prepaid, motobarai. You must always choose prepaid. Hotels in Japan will generally refuse any package that arrives cash on delivery. To avoid the nightmare of arriving at your hotel only to find your luggage was sent back, ensure the shipping fee is paid in full at the time of drop-off. How much will it cost and when will it arrive? These two must always be considered as a set. In Japan's delivery system, the distance determines both the price and the earliest possible arrival date. First, specific cost and timeline benchmarks. Taking a standard large suitcase, size 160 up to 25 kilograms as an example, let's look at the benchmarks for major roads. Between Tokyo and Osaka or Kyoto, approximately 2,500 to 3,000 Japanese yen. Earliest would be next day. Between Tokyo and Hiroshima, approximately 2,700 to 3,300 Japanese yen. Earliest would be next day. Between Tokyo and Hokkaido or Kyushu, approximately 3,000 to 3,500 Japanese yen. Earliest would be 2 days, which means day after next. When shipping from Tokyo, the most regions are reachable the next day. However, for distant locations like Hokkaido or Kyushu, it will take 2 days to arrive. Second, how to check rates and dates yourself. You can easily search on each provider's website. Using Yamato Transport as an example, simply enter the from and to areas and the required days and exact cost will be displayed instantly. Of course, this can be done easily from your smartphone. Third, the invisible wall, cut-off times. Crucially, you must be aware that the cut-off time varies depending on where you drop off your luggage. While pickups generally end in the evening, the cut-off times typically become more flexible in this order. Hotel front desk, earliest, convenience stores, and service centers latest. Since hotels have the earliest deadlines, please ensure you check the final cut-off time at the front desk in advance. I once found a same-day delivery service from Tokyo to Kyoto for 10,000 Japanese yen. While a lifesaver in an emergency, shipping correctly just 1 day prior costs only a quarter of that price. For a family's worth of suitcases, this foresight alone can save you hundreds of dollars. Furthermore, same-day delivery from airport or station to hotel is strictly cut off around noon. You must verify these specific times beforehand. I have covered the details for each airport in the guide video linked in the description. Even the most convenient delivery service can ruin your trip if you accidentally send something essential or include prohibited items that cause delays. To master this service, you must strategically spread your luggage into what to send and what to carry. First, create a one-night survival kit. When you send your suitcase, always keep a one-night supply in your backpack. This includes a change of clothes, toiletries, and medication. Everything you need for the next day. If you have extra space, preparing for 2 nights is perfect as it provides a safety net in the rare case of a delivery delay. Second, the 3 sacred items you must never send. The following 3 items must remain with you at all times regardless of their weight. Passport and valuables. These are your identity. Regardless of how much you trust the delivery system, valuables should never leave your person. Lithium batteries, power banks, e-cigarettes. These are strictly prohibited from being shipped as standalone items for safety reasons. However, devices with built-in batteries, such as laptops or electric toothbrushes, are generally acceptable. Medication. These are vital for your health and safety. Ensure they are in your carry-on bag so you are never without them. Third, risk management at pickup. When your luggage arrives at the hotel, take a quick moment to check for any major external damage. If you notice any issues, you must inform the hotel staff on the spot. For those on a long-term journey moving between multiple hotels, here's a pro tip. Ask the front desk for a few blank paybills, shipping forms. Having these ready will make your next packing session even smoother. Convenience is only as good as your preparation. By entering these simple checks, you can enjoy the true freedom of traveling hands-free. Now, your blueprint for mastering Japan's delivery service is complete. Once you experience the freedom of walking through a city unburdened by heavy bags, you will never want to drag a suitcase up station stairs ever again. One last question for you. During which segment of your upcoming trip do you plan to use this delivery service? Is it from the airport to your first hotel, or perhaps the transfer from Tokyo to Kyoto? Please share your plans with me in the comments below. However, real travel is full of exceptions. How should I handle deliveries when staying at an Airbnb? How are oversized items like skis or golf bags treated? Or for a group of 5 or more, when is the best efficient time for a collective pickup? The optimal plan varies depending on your specific route and your group's needs. If you would like a customized delivery plan tailored to your journey, or if you want to ensure your high-stakes trip is perfectly engineered without room for error, please check your website via the link in the description box. From there, you can access my private consultation service, Design Your Trip. I will support you in ensuring that not a single member of your group feels exhausted, allowing everyone to experience Japan in peak condition.